Um, I think we knew that it's not going to be an easy one. Of course, we had to dig deep in terms of making sure that we get maximum points. But I think a proper planning worked for us on the day, even though it could have been much better had we converted all the chances that we got on the day. It's unbelievable, around eight chances that we got throughout the game, especially at first half. We could have scored three or four goals, but I think it was just not meant to be. But it's something that needs our attention going forward, just to fine tune our finishing. But we know that some other things we are forced to have more reputation for them to be in the highest order where we expect them. So more repetition will do for us going forward in terms of our practice or our training session, to be more specific with dealing with our finishing. But other than that, I think it was a great game. Obviously, second half we did find ourselves a little bit under pressure, but even though we still had few chances to convert, I think Umuremi had a one-on-one about three, but it was just not meant to be. But we are happy for the effort of and the commitment from the players. We can only take the positives and going forward to our next game next year when we play against Golden Arrows.
Thank you, Coach. Any questions, Caesar?
Evening, coach.
Yes, sir.
Yes, evening already. Jaga here from Soccer Beat. Coach, from a fan, Martin Kiki just we invite fans to ask questions. He wants to know, are you behind or ahead of where you plan to be as a team? It's the end of the year, so he wants to know, are you happy with where you are, or you plan differently in terms of next step?
No, I think it's work in progress, my brother. Obviously, when we came here, the team was sitting on number last, and we had to work. We had to work so that we can see ourselves in a decent position. We're still not happy with where we are right now, but we will work hard going forward. Obviously, to our next game, we're targeting another 3 points, and we will be playing at home. So it's still early for us to say we are happy. There's still a long way. Come end of the season, we want to see ourselves in a very decent position.
Sandile? Coach, just what's the secrets to Eksteen's just rejuvenation? This is going over six, if not maybe seven
Mm.
already this season.
No, he's actually doing very well. I must be honest, but I think it's not only Eksteen. It's just that Eksteen is a plus for him because he's very clinical in front of goals. But even players like Abo Human, I think all those players they just came out of their closet. Obviously, as much as we want to see them performing, but we must give them the freedom to perform, and I think that they're doing very well now. Not that we are putting them under pressure, but we are trying by all means to give them that confidence in terms of believing in themselves. And I think Eksteen has shown with flying colors that when you give him freedom, then you are bound to get something out of him.
Coach, can I ask you about the co-coaching job? You've obviously had experience with Mahmoudi and Arrows. What is the secret to two guys who never work together, maybe never play together, gelling well? You give and take a little bit. How do you kind of make it work?
I think it's all about the understanding that has to be in the highest order. Obviously, we are two different people. But when we look at the game, maybe we've got similarities in terms of our philosophy with the other. But obviously, my responsibility is to fit in to his weaknesses, and his responsibility is to fit into my weaknesses so that we can have that balance. But so far, so good. We are enjoying it. We are doing it very well in terms of sharing the responsibilities, and it's not about us. Obviously, everything that we do is for the betterment of the club, which is Amazon.
And sorry, can I ask you any transfer activity, January, anything coming?
We are still looking for a striker to add. Obviously, we are now relying to Uiko. We suffered last game because we were not allowed to use them. So at least if we can have another striker. Obviously, we've signed Umteto and also Uzumu. So In other department, I think we still sorted for now. But if we can get the striker, so that's what we are looking for. We might get a striker from Zim. There's one that is coming for trials and stuff. So we are hoping for the better.
But maybe also just to follow up on that, has Mtetwa and Zungu's arrival also added some extra pressure on some of the other guys? And have you seen them stepping up a bit?
Pressure will always be there. Obviously, they are competing. So, but what I can say is that it's not even gonna be easy for them as well to break into the team. The team has been doing well, but I think I highlighted last time when I was talking to the media people, saying that they are not only coming. To have an impact in playing, but also to make sure that we have a lot of youngsters from the Diski who are playing the similar positions as them. So, and I was very much happy just before we left in our last training session. I saw Zoom talking to three boys from the juniors and coaching them or just advising them, and I was very much pleased with that. So that's the contribution that we expect from an experienced player like him. But obviously, in terms of playing, he will definitely add value. We are looking forward to have him maybe against Golden Arrows and Umtetwa. Then Tetra is it cannot play as in now. Zungu has been suffering just from the match fitness, but we were trying to fast track him, and he's looking good now. So there is a possibility to see him when we play against Golden Arrows.
Coach, just on Moraine, the amount of opportunities that he gets, mindful of the fact, of course, that he's a youngster, but with that, how do you help him, shake up the amount of opportunities that he needs today, but also try and help him improve in terms of taking opportunities, whilst also continuing to be in the good positions that he finds himself in?
Yeah, I think we have two things which we might try to help him with. One will be obviously psychological aspect, where he needs to understand that in the final third, he is not the one who is desperate, but the defenders are desperate. So he needs to become so that he can give himself more time to think proper. That is number one. Number two, it can never be better than practice. So we need to have more reputation in terms of helping him in our training sessions. Not only him, but obviously he was a victim today, so he needs to lead the pack. But we will definitely try to help him as coaches.
So, thank you, Coach.
Thank you so much.